Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, the place for bosses and business owners who want to show up consistently and creatively, and most importantly, through their content. So today we're going to talk about repurposing content, and more specifically, I'm going to give you 3 unique ideas that I think will work for anything, whether that be written, such as a blog, a podcast, or a video. So the reason I wanted to address this is because I feel that repurposing content is something that a lot of people talk about, but I also feel like we have a relatively vague understanding of what that means. And even if we truly understand what it means, we have a limited understanding of how we can apply it. And so that's why I want to give you 3 different ideas today so that you can go away thinking differently about how you can repurpose your content moving forward. So the first idea that I have for you is to take any type of content that you've created, again, whether it be podcast, blog, or video, and turn it into a series. So for example, if you go through my YouTube channel, I have playlists, which you can think of as a series, and I have a lot there on Instagram. There is nothing stopping me taking, say, 5 of those videos and turning it into an Instagram series. Then what you're going to do from there is turn that into a freebie of sorts. So then it becomes something where people can give you their email address in exchange for that particular series that you've created for them. Again, you can also do this with blog posts. So if you've written a bunch of blog posts about a particular topic, or you have a bunch of blog posts that make sense and they lead into one another, then you can repurpose those and put that into a 5-day email series, right? Where you talk about XYZ over those 5 days. The idea is that you're not reinventing the wheel, and you're potentially reaching people who haven't found your YouTube channel or haven't gone back into the archives of your blog to find that content. So it's really great for people who create podcasts as well, because not everybody listens to podcasts. It's an entirely different platform, right? So you might be able to embed that audio into your website and then create a series where, you know, it's 5 different podcasts that lead into one another that really makes sense for them to be put together as a series. So in a nutshell, this idea is about taking content that you've written, recorded, or turned into video, and then repurpose it as a series that people can download or receive daily through an email or something along those lines. So essentially it's an email list builder for you. My second idea is if you have live streams, or maybe you have a Facebook group and you often pop videos in there, but you don't put them anywhere else. Well, now you have an opportunity to download those videos, download those live streams, and repurpose them into evergreen content in other places. So you can put them on YouTube, or you can turn them into IGTV videos, something of that nature. You could even repurpose them and embed them on your blog. But if you're somebody who regularly goes live, it's a great idea to take those videos and either cut them up so that they're a little bit more succinct, because live streams are a bit more of a different format and can often be more engaging with the people that are there. So maybe you want to chop it up and just make it a little bit more watchable for the end user. But taking it and repurposing it in other places is a really great idea. Stops you reinventing the wheel. It allows people to see that you're actually going live in other places. So in a sense, it's a cross-platform promotion opportunity as well. But it just allows you to take an idea and to turn it into something evergreen that's always searchable and always findable, but on different platforms. And my third idea for you is to use older content in a new way. So if you've been around the block for a little bit, you've been in business for a little while, you've been creating content for a little while, why don't you go back to those earlier pieces that are still relevant and remake that content, right? Not only contextually for the time that we're in, but also in a different way. So I used to write blog posts a lot when I started out. I didn't create as much video as I did written. And so it'd be a great idea for me to go back and turn that older content into videos for YouTube, Instagram TV videos. I can even take it and create little pieces of Instagram content out of it. Anything like that where there's a killer idea in there and you can think, maybe I could even live stream about that. Maybe I could talk about that again in a new way. So So like I said, if you've been around the block for a little bit and you have older content, it's a really good opportunity for you to be able to breathe life into that older content, or really just take the brain work out of creating content for here and now. I was actually doing it on my website the other day. I was looking at all the older content I created and seeing how I could repurpose that into video content now. And look, if you're a bit newer to the game and you don't have those archives of content to pull from, then there's nothing stopping you popping onto YouTube or another website or Quora or something like that, where there's tons of information, and popping in your field of choice and then creating content on that yourself. It's not about reading that content or consuming that content and then copying it. It's about going, oh, maybe I want to make some tips on great video camera equipment to use, or this video seems to have done really well for this person about, ways to grow your Instagram following. Maybe I'll do my own version of that, right? So again, the ideas are endless here, and there's great opportunity here for you to just simmer down and take the brain work out of it. And that's really what we want to do with repurposing content. We want to respect the time that we originally invested in the original piece of content and essentially squeeze the life out of it. Do what you can to keep that piece of content working for you. Probably my favorite thing to do, and I touched on this before, is to find an older piece of content and pull quotes from it, or take the concept and recreate that idea visually in Canva or Photoshop, and then use that as content on my Instagram feed. I really hope this video helped you think differently about repurposing your content. So if you like this video, pop a like below, and also leave me a comment and let me know which one of these ideas you're most excited to try. I'm actually thinking that I'm going to do a little bit more live streaming and by repurposing other content that I've created before. That's something that I've got written down on my to-do list to get started, but I would love to hear from you. And remember, if you're struggling to create content, I have the content pack below for free. It's got a worksheet in there for you to fill out, and once you fill that out, you're going to be more confident in how to create content for your community moving forward that eventually leads to sales for you. So make sure that you check that out. There's also a corresponding video that goes with that, and you can watch that for a little bit more context. But I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.